Welcome to Movement and Function. In today's video, I'm excited to bring you a progression of cervical stabilization exercises. Now this video is part 2 to follow up on the video that I produced a few months ago. In this video, I'm going to take the exercises that I introduced in my cervical stabilization video and progress them one level more difficult. If you haven't already gone through the exercises in my cervical stabilization video, stop this video here and go check that one out. When you're able to complete all the exercises in that program and you're feeling strong and ready for more challenge, come back and follow along with me here. Okay, let's get started. The first exercise is posture correction with a small chin tuck. Start by sitting in a comfortable supportive chair with your legs straight out, not legs crossed, and your feet supported on the ground. Next, we'll start correcting posture at our hips, at our pelvis. So feel the top of your pelvis and make sure that you're not tipped forward or tipped back. You should have a small arch in your low back. Then moving up the chain, lift your chest and relax your shoulder blades down and back. Imagine if you had a string at the top of your head. Pull that string up just slightly to lengthen your spine as much as possible. And then last up is a little bit of a chin tuck. Rest your hands in your lap or along your side, wherever is comfortable for you. Starting with this tall posture position, we'll do a small chin tuck. Bring your chin back as if you're giving yourself a double chin. So you're not tipping your chin down and you're not looking up. You're bringing your head straight back. Pause here for a couple of seconds and then relax. And repeat. Pause, a couple of seconds and relax. Do 10 repetitions. And you'll notice in this video you probably can't see much of a movement for me. This is a small movement. Once your posture is corrected, you're already in a little bit of a chin tuck. So this movement is very small. You might feel some engagement of muscles down here in the front of your neck. That's great. You also might feel a little bit of a stretch at the base of your skull. That's great too. Next, we're going to progress the isometric exercises that I started in the previous cervical stabilization video. Starting with tall posture and a little bit of a chin tuck, we'll place one hand on the side of your head just above your ear. Gently press into your hand. The progression here is that we're going to increase the pressure from light pressure, as I instructed in that first video, to medium pressure. Make sure you don't press too hard. The pressure should still be comfortable for you. Okay. So let's press into the side for 5 seconds and then relax and repeat on the other side. 5 seconds and relax. Now place your fingertips on your forehead and the pressure here is back, but the movement is into a nod, not jutting your chin forward. So if I wasn't pressing on my forehead, I would be doing this motion. Looking down is helpful with this to make sure that you're nodding and not jutting your head forward. So press, look down, and hold for 5 seconds. And relax. Now move the hand to the back of your head and press back. Hold for 5 seconds and relax. Now your hand goes to just above your temple, not right in your temple, corner of your forehead. Look into your hand to the left, press and hold for 5 seconds, and repeat on the right side. Look into your right hand, press, hold for 5 seconds, and relax. Now if looking down or left and right as I instructed gives you a little bit of a feeling of eye strain, then back off. Just gently look a little bit down, a little bit to the right side and the left side, not all the way to the end. And that'll help ease up the eye strain while still activating the muscles that we want to activate. Continue alternating the isometrics 5 times in each position. Now the next progression of the isometrics is to add a little bit of active range of motion. We'll start with rotation. Starting with good posture, a little bit of a chin tuck, we're going to turn the head to the left about 10 to 15 degrees or so. Keeping your head in this position, bring your hand up to the corner of your forehead, look into your hand, press and hold for 5 seconds, and then relax. If that was comfortable, let's rotate a little bit farther. And same thing. Look into your hand, press and hold for 5 seconds. And relax. If that was comfortable, let's try it on the other side. We'll look to the right, Right hand to the forehead, press and hold for 5 seconds. And then look a little bit farther to the right, press and hold for 5 seconds. Perform 5 repetitions of the left rotation progression and the right rotation progression. Now we can also do this with side bending. Starting with good posture, a little bit of a chin tuck. Tip your head to the left about 10 to 15 degrees. Left hand goes above your left ear, press and hold for 5 seconds. And then switch to the right side. Tilt your head, press and hold for 5 seconds. Continue alternating left and right side bending 5 repetitions. All right, next up is a prone cervical extension exercise. You can do this exercise either completely flat on your stomach or up on your forearms like I am. I'm going to demonstrate it this way because I think it'll be a little bit easier for you to see what I'm doing. Try it both ways and see what feels better for you. Be sure that your shoulder blades are down and back and not scrunched up into your ears like this. So we'll pull the shoulders down and back, have your elbows just below your shoulders, and your hands just resting here. Find a spot just between your hands to focus your eyes so your chin is in a neutral position. You're not looking up and your chin isn't tucked. It's just in a neutral position. From here now we'll do a chin tuck. So I'm going to give myself a double chin and press the back of my head up as if I'm trying to lift the back of my head up toward the ceiling. Hold this position up to about 5 seconds if you can, and then lower. When you lower, be sure that you're not lowering your head all the way down. Just lower to a neutral position. So this is, again, a small movement. Okay, so we'll tuck the chin, give myself a double chin, press up, hold for 5 seconds, and then relax. Continue. Perform 10 repetitions or as many as you can do comfortably. The last exercise is deep neck flexor training. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the surface, and your hands relaxed. You can do this exercise either on a small pillow like I'm using, or you could simply use a towel roll under your neck, or you could try flat on the table, whatever feels best for you. Just be sure that your head is not pushed up too high. Relax your head on your pillow or on the surface. Make sure your shoulder blades are relaxed. And now tuck your chin down. Give yourself a double chin, gently pressing the back of your head down into your pillow. Hold for 5 seconds and then relax. Take your index and middle finger on both hands and place it just on the front of your neck, just to the inside of these large muscles. Be sure that you don't press too hard. Just gently place them there. The idea here is to be able to feel the engagement of the deep neck flexor muscles. Okay, so with your fingers here on the front, just off to the side of the center, give yourself a double chin and press the back of your head down into the table. And now perform just a very small nod. Don't lift your head off the table, just perform a little bit of a nod. And ideally, you should feel muscles engage that run up and down the very front of your neck. We don't want these large muscles here, the SCM muscles, to pop out. This is not the muscle that we're trying to engage. We're trying to engage muscles that lie deep or underneath that large diagonal muscle. So see if you can feel underneath that large diagonal muscle to a slight amount of muscle engagement. Hold for 5 seconds and then relax. Again, be sure that you're not pressing so hard that you're affecting your breathing. This should be really light touch. Perform 10 repetitions or as many as you can do to start with. The final exercise in the cervical stabilization video that I produced before was a countertop weight bearing. Now, I've already progressed that exercise in my cervical thoracic stabilization video. So check that video out in the description below if you want to follow that progression. I hope you found this video helpful for strengthening your cervical spine in order to reduce pain and improve stability and get you back to doing the things you love to do every single day. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Here's to your healing, health, and happiness. Have a fantastic day.